The ninth feature film starring Jim Henson's iconic talking puppets, and the first since 1999's disappointing Muppets from Space. This latest adaptation starring self-proclaimed Muppet fan Jason Segel is not only the highest-grossing Muppets film to date, but thankfully the most critically acclaimed as well. The story adeptly and cleverly plays directly to the audience's nostalgia for the Muppets, by making the two protagonists, Segel and his Muppet brother Walter, fans of the original 1970s TV show that originally propelled Kermit, Miss Piggy, and all the rest to worldwide fame. Not afraid to constantly break the fourth wall, this movie's plot follows Segel and Walter as they journey to Hollywood, where they team up with Kermit himself to help save the abandoned Muppet Studios from being demolished.
Hey, don't forget to send me a postcard from the Muppet Studios.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do that, Walter. Because you're coming with us!
I don't know what to say. The Muppet Studios are there, Gary. I can't believe this.
Better get a move on. We don't want to miss that bus.
No way. Who knows? Maybe Kermit will be there.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, buddy. The Muppets haven't put on a show together in years. I don't think they use the studios for anything but tours anymore.
Yeah, I think that's just an internet rumor. Like there's a country called Turkey.
Playful and sometimes sarcastic musical numbers litter the 103-minute runtime with delightfully catchy sing-alongs the entire family can enjoy, one of which even earning itself an Academy Award for Best Original Song. Despite being seemingly targeted towards the older generation that actually grew up with the Muppets, the acting and writing here is all pretty simple and dumbed down, so that it may also be enjoyed by kids of all ages. Skillfully incorporating classic elements from the original 1979 feature film and their iconic variety TV show, The Muppets simultaneously feels like a familiar trip home and a breath of fresh air for the aging series. As the nefarious villain unable to muster an actual maniacal laugh, Chris Cooper is a welcome addition to the cast, turning in a fun, tongue-in-cheek performance that'll give you something to root against. Stopping rather abruptly, only a quick explanation during the film's credits wraps up the story, leaving the ending feeling like an unfinished afterthought to an otherwise ambitious and involved final act. Careful not to leave its comfort zone, this film's one fault is perhaps playing things too safe. Rarely are there any surprises or truly memorable moments in a movie that often feels more like a contemporary feature-length version of the variety show than its own 21st century production. The clever one-liners, hilarious slapstick, dozens of unique celebrity cameos, and goofy sight gags will easily put a smile on your face though, making this PG motion picture well worth the price of admission. The Muppets, a playful romp, but nothing special. Let's check out your reviews from the YouTube comments now that you've heard my thoughts. Here's a Rate-O-Matic again to rank the Muppets. A 6 and an 8. You really enjoyed seeing all of the Muppets and their friends back together on the big screen, doing what they do best, telling jokes, singing, and dancing. You thought the film was great. I definitely enjoyed this movie, but the cop-out ending and a really conservative script left me wanting so much more from this timeless brand. I thought it was good.